All right, in this video, I'm going to do a quick demonstration of what's called a vertical mattress suture. This is going to be a little faster than another video I have that is a little longer and gives a more detailed explanation. So if you'd like to see that video, please check the description for the link. So for a vertical mattress suture, we want to start a little further out from the skin edge than we would for like a simple interrupted. So I want to be more at about 1 centimeter or so, sometimes even further away from the skin edge, and I want to enter the skin at 90 degrees and I want to go nice and deep. I'm going to rotate that in my hand and notice that I'm pretty deep there in the laceration. And so generally we're going to do this, use this technique on a larger gaping laceration like you see this one is, and ones that might have a lot of tension. Vertical mattress suturing is very good for that. So going back into the other side now on the left, I want to make sure that I'm at the same depth as I was on the right. I'm going to enter the subcutaneous tissue there, and I want to exit the skin again about 1 centimeter or so away from the skin edge, and exiting as close as I can to 90 degrees by using my forcep and pushing down just outside of the needle. And then I'm going to pull that most of the way through. Now notice it looks like a big wide simple interrupted suture at this point, but what I want to do differently now is I want to load my needle. Try to touch the needle as little as you can with your hands if possible. Loading my needle what we call backhanded, like this. So instead of going right to left, I'm going left to right now on the way back. Now with vertical mattress suturing, I want to keep my suturing all in one line here, but I want to be very close to the skin edge on my return throw. So notice I'm going to be very close to the skin edge here, and I want to make sure that I can see that I'm going to be just into the dermis. I don't want to get down into the subcutaneous fat with my return throw. Entering again at 90 degrees, but being superficial on this. And I can generally reach across and do this in one pass. So again, into the dermis and popping up fairly close to the skin edge, just like that. I'm going to grab a hold there, grab with my needle driver and pull that through. Okay. So notice now when I tie my knot, I'm going to be able to do this all on that right side. It's not tying a knot across the skin edge, but notice because it's gaping, I can pull this a little tighter like that with my surgeon's knot, and hopefully it's going to stay. Now with my second pass, I can generally get a little bit more leeway out of this and pulling that one nice and tight. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and tie the rest of this off like I would with any other instrument tie. For my video on the instrument tie, please check the description below. So, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut my tails here, same length as I generally do for other suturing techniques, leaving them long enough that it won't come untied, but not so long it'll get in the way of my next pass. Notice that that has pulled the depths of the laceration together, but also pulled the epidermis up here superficially together. Now I could use this same technique to pull the rest of this through, and it's going to give it a nice everted skin edges, which is exactly what you want when you're suturing. So that is a vertical mattress suture. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, hit like, follow along. Thanks.